Fulham beat Aston Villa 3-0. It was a terrible performance by Aston Villa. They barely created anything from open play. The fans were asking for Gerrard's head. They were saying things like, get the F out of our club. And to top it all off, when Douglas Luiz got sent off, I can never say it properly. Is it Luiz or is it Louise or is it Luis? Let me know how you say it. But when he got sent off, he had the nerve to clap and wave at the Villa fans. And meanwhile, they were already 3-0 down at that point. What a stupid thing to do. And I feel like if Gerrard did not win against Brentford, he could be off, to be honest, because the Villa have not created many chances in many of their games. And what I think is, I think they struggle to break teams down. Because when you look at the games where they play well, they play well against the big teams like your Cities and your Chelseas. And the reason why that is because they allow them to come forward and they don't have to break them down. Obviously, against Nottingham Forest and against Fulham, you have to break them down a little bit, and the Villa can't do that. And if I'm being 100% honest, I have no sympathy for Gerrard, because he could have improved the side in the summer going forward anyway. He could have improved the side going forward, and he just chose not to. He could have bought some new midfielders, or he could have bought a new forward, but he just chose not to. I know it's not as easy as just going out and buying players, but at least try to make the effort. But I guarantee he could have got at least some players in, but they just bought a load of defenders, to be honest, and it just shows where the Villa are as a club under Gerrard. And let me just say this: if he get the sack after the game at the weekend, he'll be fine, because somebody else will give him a job. But at the end of the day, it's Steven Gerrard and people want him to manage their club just for the name alone. So he'll be fine. But I just think he's been terrible. He's been terrible at the Villa this season. And as I said, I don't have any sympathy for him, because he could have recruited better in the summer. So there you go. And Leicester beat Leeds 2-0, and that makes it very tight at the bottom of the table. And the only reason that the Villa's not in the bottom three is because of goal difference. And in the first half of the Villa game, they gave Fulham too much time on the ball. And I'm sorry, if you're gonna give them that much time on the ball, you deserve to lose. And they made Willian look like he was 24 again. The way he was playing tonight, he completely controlled the game, and it was just a crap performance by the Villa. And the fans let Gerrard know what they thought about him. And then if you lose the support of the away fans, the hardcore fans, well, I don't want to say hardcore, but you know what I mean, the fans that go away, home and away every single week, then it's not a good sign, because them fans are the last fans to turn on the manager, aren't they? So So they're turning on him, and I don't think it will last much longer. But we're going on to the Leicester game. Honestly, I only watched the second half, but I can tell Leeds were terrible. They barely created anything from what I saw, and they kept on trying to press out from the back, and most of the time they either lost the ball or they were tackled, and they nearly let Leicester in to get a goal. And to be honest, I just think it was a poor game by Leeds, and there were times where I thought Leicester were gonna make it 4-0. Because they gave them so many chances because of Leeds passing out from the back, that I just felt Leeds were outclassed today. And when it comes to what happened next for Leeds, if I was them, I would start trying to play long ball, because obviously passing out from the back is great, but look, it becomes like there's a time and a place for that. Like on certain days, you're not going to be able to pass out from the back, and I think for Leeds, if they would have went long, I think they would have had a better game. To be honest, I can understand why they want to pass out from the back, but it just doesn't work sometimes. And as a manager, you have to be adaptable to the game. And I just don't think Leeds were adaptable to the game. But obviously, I can't make a full assessment, because I only saw the first half. No, I only saw the second half. Sorry. But I can only go off what I saw, and they were just terrible, passing it out from the back today. So there you go. I want to go back to yesterday. I think my performance of the week has to go to Man United. They completely dominated Spurs, and if it wasn't for Lloris, they could have lost 5 or 6-0. Because Man United really put Spurs to the sword. I would say that was the best performance. That was the best performance post Fergie, to be honest, and that was over a decade ago, pretty much, or near enough. So yeah, it's been a long time, but that was the most complete performance by Man United. And then you had some dickhead completely take the spotlight away just because he walked down the tunnel rather than supporting his teammates when they were winning 2-0. By the way, if you have not seen my video on that, go and check it out. What an absolute bellend, and what a dickhead, to be honest. But as I say, it was a pretty good week of Premier League games, and I wish Amazon would have all the games, even the 3 o'clock ones. I understand why they can't broadcast, why they don't broadcast the 3 o'clock games, but in 2022, that just outdated. Do you really think if you can't watch an Arsenal game, you're gonna go and support your local club, like your local small club? No, you're not. Like, if you want to watch the game, you're gonna find a way to watch the game. And I just think we need to adopt the American model, where you can watch all of the games that you want. Because just because you can't watch Arsenal at 3 o'clock, that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that you're gonna go to your local team, is it? And obviously I appreciate what they're trying to do, but you can tell it's an outdated rule. Because obviously, as we know, if you want to watch a certain game, you can find a way to watch it. So let me know what you think about everything that I've talked about. So have a good night, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you for the support, and I will speak to you later.